a presentation of the ERL ChampCar World Series on Sparkplug Motorsports. Welcome to Detroit, where Daf Sanchez has stuck it on pole from Jonathan Sims and Remy LeBeau. Then it's Ray Shen starting fourth from Daniel Bogdasarov and Nunez Garcia. James Barnett for Meyer Shank Racing, he's back starting in seventh from Theo for Team Penske and Nicholas Palomino. Then it's your boy Oukui, Vita, Alves and Francis Austin from Sebastian Ocampo, Lam Fong and Guillermo Perez. Ryan Burson starts 17th from Charles Hernandez and Hun Lam Phi. Then it's Grace Hunter, Matthew Hart and Dominic Vanislau. Well, there's only one race on the ERL calendar that's known for chaos. It's time for the Detroit Grand Prix. All 5 lights have gone on. And ChampCar is underway. Good start from the front row, men. Best start of the front row, of course, going to Daf Sanchez on that soft compound of tires with brilliant traction coming from Remy LeBeau. He's got a very good run down into turn 1. Pulls to the inside in front of Jonathan Sims. Doesn't want to make the launch, but has to. He gets a time penalty for causing a collision. Everyone going off the track. One of the Penskes seemingly hitting another driver, but out in front, Sanchez leads from Sims and Remy LeBeau. Bogdasarov and Shen going 2 by 2. Heading into the chicane. On board we go with car number 11. Almost runs into the back and runs into the wall. Theo gets a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision as they all congregate going through the chicane. Some of these guys going 3 wide under the yellow flags, rather. But out in front, Sanchez leads. Remy LeBeau second. Sims third with front wing damage. And look at this run from Ray Shen. Moves up into third position in front of the number 11. Needs to get some good runs on the board after crashing out last time out after a collision with this man, James Barnett, who almost absolutely throws Bogdasarov into the roll. Oukui with a brilliant start from 11th on the grid to P6 coming through the final turn. Detroit, Michigan, known for crazy races. Here's a crazy move from the lead. Didn't work out for Remy LeBeau on the opening lap. Will it work out on lap 2? He goes for the lunge. Contact. Front wheel hits the side of the other front wheel and he drops behind the hyperdrive driver, Daf Sanchez, who has won a vast majority of the races in this ChampCar World Series season. And he doesn't look to be giving up that championship lead, but he's in the wall. So is Remy LeBeau. 10-second time penalty for Remy. The second one coming by ways of a track limits warning, and into the wall there. That's your boy who's got damage. So has Ryan Burton. These guys just flying off the track and hitting the wall. And for your boy, that's even worse for him. His teammates at the very back of the pack, and so is Sebastian Ocampo. We've got 3 drivers starting this race on hard compound tires, and they're all outside of the top 10. Nunez Garcia currently runs in 4th position. Might have a good run for the win, actually, it might be. Bogdasarov's got front wing damage as well. Theo might be on to try and take 7th away from him. Here he goes, down the inside goes the Team Penske driver, but we've got yellows, Charles Hernandez and James Barnett off the track. I think that's an unforced error for the 52, who drops to the very back of the pack with front wing damage. Many drivers coming into the pits. Barnett holding up a vast majority of the running order with that front wing damage. He's going to drop outside of the top 10. And Palomino, what has happened to Nicholas Palomino? He has hit the wall, dueling with Theo. And someone else off the track is there, because we've got yellows. And yellows in the second sector. That's Remy LeBeau again in the wall. Ocampo's been dropping down the order. Who's that? Who's off the track? That's Theo, the 38 Marlboro Team Penske car. And hit by Nicholas Palomino. Tries to get that thing back on track. Almost hit by his teammate. Grace Hunter into the back of Sebastian Ocampo. I think we saw one of the Mission Winnow Power Motorsport cars go off the track in the opening chicane. If not, it might have been Ryan Burton. that car was quite dark, and Lam Fong's got front wing damage. There's a big margin between 5th and 6th. Remy LeBeau getting swarmed by Shen and Nunez Garcia. He comes into the pits as race leader Daf Sanchez does the same. Hard tires going on for the Filipino driver. Nunez Garcia leads here in Detroit, Michigan, in the ChampCar World Series. And, you know, if there's any one track, if there's ever been one track that in the American ERL series that you will ever find chaos in, it's here in Detroit. Prix moves up into 2nd, tries to make that first, goes down through the chicane and goes airborne. The top 3 all in the wall at the 2nd chicane. Ray Shen leads this race. Nunez Garcia struggles to get it back on track. He's got it running again, but all of the top 3 with front wing damage. We're back under the green flags. Not anymore! Big bump jump there for Vita Alves, who slides the car back onto the track. And that's contact with Daf Sanchez, your boy as well, with front wing damage. Sanchez, who has run the opening in few races of the season, minus Toronto, flawlessly, has damage. And unless we get even more chaos in this race, which, let's face it, we probably will, he's not going to be winning this race. Here comes Prix, Sanchez's own teammate, side by side with Ray Shen. They're going to be side by side into the pits, maybe. Yes, they are. Shen in, Prix in. Perez stays out, so Guillermo Perez will lead. Nunez Garcia comes into the pits. What a lunge from Jonathan Sims to get in front of James Barnett. That was amazing from the Manthe driver. In comes car number 20. I think we'll see the 72 into the pits. Is that both hyperdrives in? I think that might be. No, that's one of the Forsyths. That's Matthew Hart. And Sanchez serving that 5-second time penalty. His team realizing plan A, plan B, that's not going to work. They need plan C. Chaos and combat as, I think that's Hunter. 15-second time penalty for Grace Hunter as Ocampo's hit the wall. We are back under the green flags. Perez and Austin have missed the wall as we go on board with car number 11. He hits the wall and is out of the race. Out goes Jonathan Sims. Full course caution. And Hernandez gets a time penalty, causing a collision. Where is Charles Hernandez? He's in 15th. He's in 16th position. That will be 15th. I think Sims got a time penalty for track limits as he hit the wall. I mean, last time out we had chaos at the end of the race due to tires. This time out, as we are back under green here in Detroit, we've just got capital C chaos. I'm pretty sure this is the driver's least favorite track. Could be the most favorite because of how difficult it is, but that 2nd chicane, for a lot of them, they might think it might be too difficult. Perez and Austin, I think, might be coming into the pits. Comes Francis Austin. It's 20 seconds down on that lap compared to his best. James Barnett with a 5-second time penalty for track limits. His teammate struggling with damage. We're going to have a completely different running order at the end of this race compared to qualifying. I mean, a guy who started on the front row is out of this race. Guillermo Perez, who is outside of the top 15 in qualifying, now leads. Of course, he's the only one out there yet to stop. He's one of the few out there yet to stop, in fact. I think he is the only one out there yet to stop. It's into the wall. Goes Guillermo in the 3 car. Bogdasarov's ready to pounce. Ryan Burton weaving like a madman as his teammate Nunez Garcia moves up into 5th. Dominic Vandersloot was out of this race. I was about to say he was running a great race. Went from the back of the field to close to the very front, but now we've got a full course caution. Perez struggling with not just that front wing damage, but also the tyres. 22% mediums, being the only one yet to stop. Grace Hunter, with that 15-second time penalty from earlier on in this race, has dropped to the very back of the pack, 20th position. But we are under the full course yellows here in the ChampCar World Series race from Detroit, Michigan. But we are about to go green again. And we are green again. I think Perez got the best possible restart there. I'm not too sure how you could improve from there. I think he might pit, but Bogdasarov still going for the move. Side by side, going through the final turn. Daniel Bogdasarov to the lead in Detroit. And into the pits for Daniel as well. Ryan Burton, after crashing out of the first ever Ace Championship race in Beijing, China, has returned to the ChampCar World Series and now leads with 6 laps to go, but with a lot of tyre wear on those hards. Hun Lam-Fi drops behind, and Kui weaving off the track there, far off the track for Francis Austin as well. This is a track where you need a lot of grip. Grip is paramount around here. It's into the wall goes race leader Ryan Burton. His teammate Nunez Garcia almost runs into the back of him. Lucky he doesn't. Oh my me! Lam Thong and Nicholas Palomino out of the race, and another full course caution. Neither Manthey driver will score, but what on earth happened there? The floor of Palomino's car hit the catch fence. Just wow. I mean, this track, we've already seen it. It is chaos every time we come here. Fans love it. Teams hate it, because their bank account goes up in smoke. But if ever there was a pick-me-up race, this would be it. Here comes Nunez Garcia, gets past his teammate. Ray Shen's got a pretty good run on the Luxembourgish driver. What can Kui do from P3 now? He's got the inside line coming through the final turn. Ocampo with a 5-second time penalty for track limits. Kui moves up into second. He's got attack mode. Matthew Hart gets a time penalty for track limits, and he is down in 11th from the very back of the pack. He's about to do another amazing last to top 5 drive, I'm sure. Here comes the 35. Stays alongside with Kui, but has to drop behind. The top 3 separated by just under a second. Nunez Garcia controls the paces. Francis Austin gets a time penalty for causing a collision, and that is with Hernandez. And in fact, Nunez Garcia 1.5 seconds in the lead, and in the wall. Kui just about avoids him. Shen not so lucky. It's into the wall goes your boy. And also in the wall, that's Francis Austin. Austin for Andretti Green Racing hits the barriers. Oh, big hit for Grace Hunter. Slams into the wall. That's a bad one, but he's been able to get that one back running. As we're on board with first three, and you can see the fact that it's a drop, but also a braking point, just makes keeping the car under control almost impossible. That's how it is in Michigan, though. Sanchez with a time penalty for track limits in 11th. And I think Garcia's going to pit. Kui leads this race, but has a 10-second time penalty. Nunez Garcia comes into the pits. Ray Shen follows him in. Your boy, Ferrari McLaren SP, got a podium in the first ever Ace Championship race and dives into the pits. Vitor Alves, look at this from Vitor. Moves up into second position. 14 Penske have been forced to remove some of their branding. Looking back at what's happened! Oh my goodness, cars are flying! Champ cars have taken to the air. Remy LeBeau and Vitor Alves both out of this race. Oh my goodness me. I have never seen a wreck that bad here in Detroit at that chicane. We've seen terrible crashes here in Detroit, of course, but at the opening chicane, we've never seen those cars take flight. We are back under the green flags here in Detroit, Michigan. On board with Verse Theo from Marlboro Team Penske. Into the wall goes Hun Lam-Fi. Hun Lam-Fi with damage. And the Vietnamese driver definitely in the numb. James Barnett is out of this race. His car stopped in the middle of the track. I hope he doesn't run into the back of him. Your boy's just thrown his Arrow McLaren car into the back of the Meyer Shank. Number 20. He's got massive front wing damage now. Caution is out. Once again. What a crazy race. There's 4 laps to go. Qui leads, but has a 10-second time penalty and very old hard tyres. He's got to pit. If you've got to pick for the win, I think it's either Guillermo Perez or Daniel Bogdasarov, but I don't think their tyres can make it to the end. I think everyone's got another stop to make, even the guys who have just come in. In comes race leader Qui and will serve his 10-second time penalty. The rookie Guillermo Perez of Spain leads the ChampCar Grand Prix of Detroit here in Michigan. And Lamphy and Grace Hunter both into the pits. Rounding turn 3 for Guillermo. I think these guys know that they've got to keep it clean. We can't have any more airborne wrecks like we saw with Remy and Vita Alves. On board we go with car number 3. And he's in the wall. Hard in the wall for Guillermo Perez. Bogdasarov doesn't quite take the lead there. And Ryan Burton in the wall. Versfio's at the back of him. And that is the Andretti green car of Ray Shen also involved. Has to try and get that car facing the right direction again. Has front wing damage, but has got it pointing the right way again. Versfio's got damage. We're back under the green flags. My goodness, you guys, keep it clean. Keep it clean. Austin locks up going through that chicane. Bogdasarov's got a good run into the final chicane. In the final turn, rather. First Theo, 5-second time penalty for track limits. But here comes the 97 to the lead in Detroit. I think Guillermo's going to pit. And honestly, that's a wise decision. Even if you don't have damage, I think right now it is the best time to come in for your final stop. I think this race, if we didn't have these wrecks, would probably be a 3-stop, 2-stop affair. Charles Hernandez has just punched in the fastest lap of the race. With the new scoring overlay, you might not be able to make out the text fastest lap because it does cover it. Versfio somehow still runs in the top 4. But of course, with that time penalty, Sanchez has come into the pits too. I think Grace Hunter just got a time penalty for track limits, I believe. But on board with your race leader, Daniel Bogdasarov, who's in the wall. Daniel Bogdasarov in the roll, but gets it, pointing the right direction again. Nunez Garcia right behind him with Charles Hernandez. And I think Versfio's trying to close up, but I don't think he's got the tyres to do so. The top 3 so close together. Here comes Qui, and he hits the wall. He's in the wall bad. We're back under the green flags from Detroit. And Lamphy close to the wall. Keep your eyes on that difference on the timing tower as Nunez Garcia has attack mode. On board with his teammate heading down the hill. And close to the wall for Bogdasarov. Nunez Garcia of Luxembourg leads this race. But your boy from France, he's at the wall. Charles Hernandez now chases after the Apex Grand Prix number 25. Hun Lamphy, 5-second time penalty for track limits. He's done that on his own. We're on to the penultimate lap of the ChampCar Grand Prix of Detroit. This is absolutely manic racing. Grace Hunter, Francis Austin, absolutely demolishing the fastest lap times. I think Shen might have attack mode. He doesn't. Nunez Garcia is really struggling to keep Hernandez quite a ways behind him. On board we go with the 25, and he's crumbled under the pressure. Hernandez is in the wall too. Nunez Garcia's at the wall. Bogdasarov's hit the wall on the previous lap, but the top 4 all have damage. Top 5 all have damage. Into the wall goes Francis Austin. 5-second time penalty for track limits. Your championship leader, Daf Sanchez, not able to capitalize on this and is out of the race. Points leader Daf Sanchez has just wrecked and will not finish for the first time in his ChampCar career. We are going to have 1 lap to decide who wins this race. And you might be thinking, because the gap between Garcia and Hernandez is about 2.5 seconds, it's a done deal, right? Like, what can Hernandez do from second? As we are back under green, heading into the final corner here in Detroit, Michigan. You might be thinking that, but remember, we've already had a plethora of drivers crash out of this race. In Detroit, things aren't that simple. We're on to the final lap. Your boy has just gotten a 5-second time penalty for track limits. Nunez Garcia of Luxembourg is trying to take home the first victory for a Luxembourgish driver in the ERL. He is the first Luxembourgish driver in the ERL. He's going to try and become the first rookie to win a ChampCar race as Prix gets a time penalty for causing a collision. Heading down into the 4-5 chicane that has caused so much trouble for the rest of the drivers. He's in the wall again! Into the wall goes him and Charles Hernandez. And again, Grace Hunter hits the barriers. Everyone congregating through the chicane. We are back under the green flags. Garcia's got 2 seconds to Hernandez. He's got it. He's gonna do it, isn't he? Through the chicane for your boy. He's in the wall too. But for Nunez Garcia, as he makes his way through the 3rd chicane and heads down to the final turn, he's about to become the first rookie in this rookie class to win a race in the ChampCar World Series. He's about to become the first Luxembourgish driver to win a race in the ERL. But Nunez Garcia wins Detroit. Here comes Guillermo Perez to the line with Grace Hunter. He's in front. My oh my, what a finish between those two. So close at the line as the rest of the field comes across it. Your championship leader wrecked, caused the final full course caution in this race, if you can believe it, as we're on board with your boy as he rounds the final turn. Wow. I love Detroit. Here is your podium. A new race winner and a new nationality at the top step of the podium. It's Nunez Garcia, who wins the ChampCar Grand Prix of Detroit. Second place was given out to Charles Hernandez, with Guillermo Perez getting another podium to add to his collection. Just when will he win? As for the rest of your finishes, trust me, there's not a lot. Sebastian Ocampo was 4th from Grace Hunter and Ryan Burton. Then it's Donald Baltasar from Matthew Hart and Oqui, with Ray Shen being the final finisher in the top 10. After the 10-second time penalty was applied, Versleo is 11th from Francis Austin and Hun Lam Phi, with your boy being the final finisher in this race. The non-finishers were Daf Sanchez, James Barnett, Remy LeBeau, Vita Alves, Nicholas Palomino, Lam Fong, Dominic Vanislau, and Jonathan Sims, sorry. So, in your driver standings, Daf Sanchez still leads, but that unbelievable championship lead he had heading into this race, well, it's gone now. Whistled down to only 8 points in front of Guillermo Perez. He's 10 points up on Donald Baltasar. Then it's Nicholas Palomino, Nunez Garcia, Charles Hernandez, Oqui, Sebastian Ocampo, Grace Hunter, and Ryan Burton in the top 10. Outside of it, Matthew Hart from Ray Shannon, Vita Alves. Then it's your boy James Barnett, Lam Fong, Hun Lam Phi, Francis Austin, Jonathan Sims, and Dominic Vanislau, with the non-scorers being Versleo and Remy LeBeau. In the constructors' standings, heading into the 6th round of the ChampCar World Series, Hyperdrive Racing lead the way in front of Chip Ganassi and Power Motorsport. Then it's Apex GP, AJ Foyt Racing, Manthe Racing, our McLaren SP, Team Forsyth, Andretti Green Racing, Team Penske, and Meyer Shank Racing. Well, for the first time in the ERL, we've got a Luxembourgish winner. For the first time in ChampCar, we've got a driver from this season's rookie class taking victory. I hope you'll join us when the ERL returns next time here on Sparkplug Motorsports.
Sparkplug Motorsports thanks you for watching this presentation of the Electric Racing League.